Hey, what's up, busy bees? Today we are making rotel. These are the things that you would need: some tortilla chips or chips of your choice, some Velveeta cheese or the store brand. Sometimes I get store brand, whatever is on sale. Rotel. You're gonna need some taco seasoning of some sort. You're gonna need some garlic powder, accents, salt. I'm gonna say accent flavoring, and some onion powder, and your ground beef. All right, guys, so I have my meat in the pot. I'm getting ready to season it. I'm putting my taco seasoning in first. You want that flavor, but you don't want a lot of taco seasoning. You're not making tacos, you're making nachos. So I'm gonna put my onion powder in. Don't have a cow, guys. The onion powder will break up. Let me show you. All you gotta do is kind of press it, and it's going to turn the powder, okay? It's just when it's sick sometimes it gets a little ballish, okay? Put your garlic powder in. Put your accent flavor in. Everything goes in at the same time. And there are no measurements when I'm making my meat. I just flavor it up how I think I want it, and I go from there. So it is up to you on that part. I found myself buying the meat that did not have a lot of fat in it, so we'll see. In my mind's telling me to add just a little bit of lard. Now, one thing that I do know about Velveeta cheese is it really comes out salty. So you got to be careful when you're seasoning your meat, but you also want to taste seasoned meat when you get ready to eat everything together. So I'm just going to continue to brown my meat. And once I get it brown, guys, I'll be right back. What's up, my busy bees? I'm back. I do want to remind you to like, subscribe, and comment to this video. Subscribing really does help my channel, guys. So if you want to see more dishes, please support the channel by clicking subscribe. That's it. All right, so guys, we have the meat browned. And this is a trick that I use so that, you know how your ground beef be hard? And you're trying to get past it because it's tasty, but it's hard when you're eating your tacos, or you notice that it's hard in your nacho cheese or whatever. This is your solution. Just pour some water into the pot, okay? And you're going to let this come up into a boil. And you're going to boil your ground beef some. And what that's going to do is going to soften that meat up, and it's going to be delicious. It's going to be flavorful. And at this point, you also can go ahead and taste your meat. And see, I'm glad I did that because I can taste my garlic. I can taste everything else but the taco seasoning and salt. So I'm going to add some more in. Now, do be careful and in this moment, guys, not to go crazy with your seasoning, because less is more, because you can always add, but you cannot take away. Please, if you don't take anything else from this video cooking your ground beef, do not over season your meat. And I'm going to add just a little bit more Lowry seasoning. You can use your seasoning of choice or salt, whatever you have on hand. Because, look, not every time we have to go to the store to get what we're going to cook. We just look on their pantry and say, It feels like a nacho night. So let's just pull something off of this pantry that we already have and out of that freezer, that deep freezer, and get it going. So at this point, you just want your water to reduce, turning your fire down just a bit, but not too much where you're not going to get a boil. And this is what it should look like boiling. And let that water reduce to almost nothing. Now you are going to have to drain your meat, guys. Unless you don't put, you have like 100% fat-free meat, which I don't think that's possible. So you will have to drain your meat, but this is what it should look like, and it should be boiling. And I'm telling you, you guys, I want you to comment if you make this, just any way that you're making your ground beef, for spaghetti, for your enchiladas, for your tacos, for this, nachos, taco salads. Do this step on when you're making either one of those, and I promise you, your meat will soften. You will not be eating hard, rubbery meat, and you will never look back. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to continue to let this boil. I'm not going to bore you with just looking at the pot and watching the meat boil, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. The meat is brown and has been drained, and now we're adding the Rotel. Add the Rotel can as is. Don't try to drain the juice out. You don't need to be extra and do all that. And then we're just going to cook our tomatoes into our meat. And as you can see, it's fully drained. And we just want to do this and warm it up. A lot of people just go ahead and just dip it in with the cheese, dip the cheese in, and then do the tomatoes, and then the meat. You ain't getting the flavor, baby, if you're not doing it like this, okay? There are other ways of cooking it in the microwave and everything, but if you want true Rotel dip, it has to be cooked from your pan on the stove with love. Yes, you can use a crock pot. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But if you want true down home South Rotel dip, then you want to go ahead and cook it on the stove and cook your tomatoes and your meat. And get that going like that, like so. And guys, can't you tell the meat even looks a little different? You can just tell that that meat is more softer than it was before we cooked the water into it and softened it up. Okay, so now that we're getting a boil, you can hear it sizzling. Cut your cheese up. Cut your cheese up and go ahead and add it in your pot. You want to cut your cheese up because you don't want to take any more time than you have to. And by breaking down your cheese, it's shortening up the time that it needs to melt. So you're just going to set that on top of there. And you're going to let that cook like so. And let it melt some. And Rotel on the stove requires a little bit more love than a crock pot. And I guess that's why some people use crock pots. But if you just go ahead and give this type of try, you won't be disappointed. So I'm going to add my whole milk. And guys, you can use the milk as you desire. If you use 1% milk, fat-free milk, go ahead and use the milk that you got. But we're going to make hearty Rotel dip, and we're going to use whole milk. So I added about a cup. I'm just eyeballing it, but I added about 1.5 cups of milk. And right now we're just going to mix it in and let it melt. You can see my milk is all in there with the tomatoes, and everything is just partying in the pot and chillaxing, and everybody is saying hi to each other and doing its own thing at the same time. So this is where we're at. We're going to continue to let this melt, guys. And it is okay that it bubbles. I personally would turn my fire down because I don't want no scald cheese. I want my cheese to look cheesy and not burnt. I don't want the black stuff in it and all that in my dip. So I'm going to take my time and I'm just going to let this simmer. And I will be back when this is completely melted to show you the end result. Once again, guys, please like, subscribe, and check out other content on my page. That wouldn't hurt as well. I have some good stuff on there, and more projects and more things are coming. So I just want to thank my busy bees for checking this video out and checking other videos out. And until I come back, holla! And we are back, my busy bees. All right, so this is the finished product. As you can see, there is no black marks in here. We just continue to come back and stir and not just left it, you know, just to do its own thing and not get checked on. You have to kind of like come in and move around your cheese when you're dealing with it. And if you keep your fire down, you don't have to worry about scalding your cheese. That's what we say here in the South. You're scalding your cheese. So this is the end result. Here it is. And guys, this was so super easy. This is a great meal for parties when your family just want a appetizer type meal on a Friday night, just chilling with your family or your friends, and you just want to make something that's quick and easy but also fulfilling and satisfying. This would be one of the dishes to try. There's more to come, guys. Just keep on coming back. I want to say thank you guys for if you made it to the end of this video. I really do appreciate you for watching the video. I hope that I inspire you to cook at home for your family or yourself. And I really do hope I inspire you to keep coming back and learning more and more about my dishes and how to make them and what seasonings I use. Because I promise you, they smell it down the street. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also comment. And I'll see you again later, busy bees. Bye.